Hey everybody. So today I thought we'd take a break from just doing those workouts and work on a skill instead. Today what we're going to be working on is actually kind of a hard one, but it's something fun you can do anytime at home and just something to keep your body moving. You can do it inside or outside as long as you're safe. We're going to work on juggling. Now, to be able to do it inside, I'm going to do mine with socks. It's easy to make a little sock ball. I'm going to show you real quick. So you have your socks just out, just up into where your foot goes, roll it up, and there you are. Alright? So we're going to go in little steps of it. If at any time you want to pause the video to slow it down thinking, oh, I haven't got enough time to practice yet, and I'm advancing, go ahead and just pause the video and take as much time as you need, alright? Alright. So we start with just one. What it's going to be is up in one hand. You need both hands for this, so other hand over here. You're going to throw it up nice and high and catch with the opposite hand, then same thing. Up and high and catch. Up and high, catch. Up and high and catch. When juggling, you're going to be able to catch with both hands and throw with both hands. You got to get used to just going up and high. You don't go sideways, at least not during the kind that I'm going to be showing you, because that makes it a lot harder. Just going up and catch, up and catch, up and catch. Alright, so I'm sure you guys all have that, so we're going to go on to our next one. I'm going to go with two socks. So the way this one works is, you're going to throw one up in the air. When it gets up nice and high and starts coming down, the other one you're going to throw up in the air as well. So that way the one you just threw with, you can also catch with. So we're going to throw with this hand. Notice the socks go with the different hands. So it goes up, and then coming down. This one I then throw up, so that way this hand's free to catch the one that was already in the air, and this one catches the other one that's in the air. So you're going to go up, up, and then switch, up, up. In case you don't notice, when I go to throw, I go around. So this one's coming down. I kind of go underneath it and around and throw. So I'm going up. So that way this on in the air comes down on the outside of my body. So that way they don't knock into each other in the air. Hi. Yeah, this is Bradley again. He's wanting to play because he sees the balls flying in the air. Sorry about that. So I want you to take time to practice now. Just go up, up. And keep on alternating which hand goes first. And if you drop it like that, it's completely fine. That's why we're practicing it. Up, up. Alright? So now what I want you to try to do is, with both the socks in one hand, you're going to use one hand to try to juggle now. So what's going to be is throw one up in the air, and then switch. So throw up, switch. Throw up, switch. Alright? Once you get into more of a rhythm, it does get a little bit easier when you're trying to go nice and slow. It gets weird, especially trying to catch two at the same time. So what I want you to try to do now is get in a small little rhythm of just throwing it up and keep on alternating, okay? So give it a practice. A little hint is if you need a little extra help, like it's going too fast, throw it a little bit higher. So that way you get more time to react, alright? So keep on practicing this. You can always switch and try the other hand as well. When doing it, make sure you keep your eye on the balls all the time. Don't be looking around and see what's going on around you. You gotta keep your focus on throwing and catching at the same time. Alright? So if you need more time to practice, go ahead and pause the video. We're going to talk about how to do it with three. Okay? So, the way this works is you start with two of them in one hand. What's going to be is you're going to throw one up in the air and then start switching and switching and switching. So you throw up, switch, switch. Okay? So the first one is always really weird because when you go to throw, you accidentally might throw both of them or throw and then throw the same one again. But again, just like we practice in our two, you're switching hands, going which one goes first. That's really because when you're really juggling, you keep on switching which hand goes first. So you got two of them. So throw, throw, throw. Alright? So those are the basics of juggling. I want you to keep on practicing it. You can practice it pretty much anywhere. So if you're bored at home, you can practice it. I actually learned how to do this when I was in high school at baseball practice. We'd have times where we're inside because of bad weather. We'd go to stations, to stations, to stations. When my group would get done at a station, we'd go on to our next one. The other group was a little bit slow. Me and my friend would pick up the inside baseballs that we were using and start practicing our juggling for no reason. It was just something to keep our hands moving, and it actually helps a little bit with hand-eye coordination, which helped us play baseball better a little bit as well. So this can be used as a fun little talent and a way to work on your hand-eye coordination. All right. So just remember, when you get to having all three, two in one hand, throw one, and then start alternating which hand throws, so that way you keep a good flow going. All right. You can always just practice different ways of juggling as well. So if you want to stay with just two and doing one-handed, you're more than welcome just to do that. Take your time. You can always just keep the practice of hatching and throwing back and forth. Because I know some of you have seen me do this during the school day. You'll see me walking in the hallway, hanging onto a ball, just go back and forth as I walk. Alright, it's a good way to work on it. It works on your catching skills and a little bit on the underhand throw that we've worked on in the past. Alright, so go ahead and give it your best try. This is just a fun little skill to learn. And when you start getting really, really good, you can start doing other things. You've seen me and Miss Bartell both grab basketballs and start doing it. You're starting off with a smaller ball like this, not too small, but about hand size, maybe just smaller than a baseball, is great. If you find socks a little bit harder and say, oh, they're too flimsy or something like this, you can always make one, put it into your sock. So make a ball, get a second sock, put it in there, shake it, and then do the same exact activity where we said like toes go through the other part. It gets a little bit bigger and actually a little bit firmer to make it a little bit easier if you make those catches, as you can see. So if you need a little bit bigger, it'll just take 2 pairs of socks. Alright? So go ahead and give this a try. Alright, I'll show you again in a second the correct way to do the juggling with all 3 balls we're using. And if you get really, really good, I'd love you guys to keep practicing so that way when we see each other next time, you can just show me that, hey, I can do 4 now or something like that, alright? It's a fun little skill, something you can do anytime, anywhere, as long as you have 3 balls, 3 handkerchiefs, or anything like that, okay? So here we go. Remember, if you need to, just throw it a little bit higher in the air to give yourself more time, unless you mess up. And if you really do want to try to go really quick, just keep them a little bit lower. Keeping them low means a lot quicker. Really going to work on that hand-eye coordination a lot more, alright? I figured just be a fun little activity that's different than just workout. So I hope you guys all enjoy this one and hope you guys start practicing it. All right, have a good rest of your day. I miss seeing you. I wish I could work with you at this skill in person because it'd be a lot of fun to watch. And I know we have one trailblazer who did it for our project and he got really good. So it was cool to see him do it. I'd love to be able to see you guys do this. All right, have a good rest of your day. Bye. I miss you.